Hey everyone, this is Luis here with HomeSpot. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing pretty darn good today. Now, this is what we have going on today. So we got a couple bookcases and an entertainment system down there that we're going to be refinishing here. Now, first off, these bookcases and the entertainment system is not mine. It is going to be for a family member of ours. She wanted just to paint it with the paintbrush. I said, hey, you know what, just bring them over. I have a spray gun. I'll spray it over here on mine and see what the finished result looks like. So today, I'm gonna show you how to turn these guys right here, which are already okay. They're in pretty good condition. Actually really good condition. They're just a little dirty and they didn't really match our decor. If you can see here, let's take a look at this here. There's a little bit of discoloration, so you might not be able to tell on camera, but this right here is a lot lighter than this wood right here. So we're gonna turn these into a darker gray. Let's see, where's the color? Color's over here. So a little bit of a darker gray right there. And we'll see the finished result. Now, today, my biggest concern is pretty much just breaking them apart, getting them sanded down, cleaned and sanded first, I should say. And then we'll start painting another day here. We'll see how long this takes. As far as procrastination goes, but I expect it to take about a week or so, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's get to work. All right guys, so we already ran into a little bit of a problem here, so let's check it out. Now, here is my problem. So, you have your little screws holding up the tabs, holding up the shelf, which, pretty normal. That's what I expected it to be. There's a screw in there. You untighten the screw and it's good to go. However, I've always thought righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. In this case, so you turn it right and nothing happens. You turn it left and still nothing happens. So I need to figure out what the heck is going on here. Still nothing. It just stops there, and I don't want to break it either. Now, I assume these guys up here are gonna be probably very similar. There's 4 all the way on top, 4 on the bottom, but we'll see. That's the first problem we've run into. Let's keep going. Looks like I actually got one done here, so check this out. Never seen one very similar to this. So, it's a little bit weird here. Little mechanism there you can see. And again, if I turn it, I can't go any further left, but I can go right, and it locks it into its place, I assume. And here's the bracket that was being held on by. So, I don't know, definitely a little weird, but nonetheless, we figured it out. Okay everyone, as you can see, we're pretty much done dismantling all of the cabinets here. And actually, when I say all the cabinets, the only one that I really dismantled was the main cabinet, the center cabinet. It was pretty easy. The only reason I really dismantled it fully was because it was very a deep cabinet itself and kind of hard to get into there. So fully dismantled it. The larger cabinets, however, these aren't very deep. So I didn't really feel the need to dismantle them. I can very easily still get in there with a spray gun and do a good job as far as painting goes. And also a little mechanism to hold everything together was not the greatest mechanism in the world. I didn't really care for it itself. But nonetheless, they're big, they're awkward, so we're gonna leave them intact. I can fully paint them 100%, really no issue there. Now, as far as everything else goes, here's what I have, and I'll show you a little bit more in detail here. So we need to stay a little organized here. So organization is key. I'm gonna go get a little Ziploc bag and pretty much sort these out, sort that out, put everything where it goes, and go from there. The last thing that I really have left to do is the doors here. I've already taken off the door hardware, took out the door handle itself. However, I still need to take off the glass here. And it's actually pretty simple. I've already done one over here on this end. Let me show you how this other one is done here real quick. And let me go ahead and set you right here real quick. All right, so there it is. So pretty simple. Just take a knife, a screwdriver, something pretty sharp to like get in here. And you literally just pull it back. Just go pretty easy on it. The wood is, kind of small. And just like that. That's pretty much where we sit as of right now. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a lot of sanding. Actually, it's all going to be sanding. That should take about all day. I don't expect to start painting tomorrow. So hopefully in a couple days we'll start painting and go from there. As far as painting, I'm thinking 3 coats of paint and 3 coats of clear coat just to protect the outside, just because it is going to be something that gets used pretty heavily, and go from there. So I will see you tomorrow. Welcome back, everyone. So today, as you can see, maybe possibly, we've already started a little bit on the sanding here. I know y'all don't want to see it, so I'm not going to make you sit through all of the hours of sanding here, but nonetheless, that's what we're doing today. So let's get to work. So day 3 of our project here, sanding is officially complete. Thank goodness. Nonetheless, as far as the sanding went, there was a lot more to it than I expected. The cabinets were not in as good of a condition as I had originally hoped, or as originally it looked like. Nonetheless, a little extra sanding, a few extra hours of sanding. Total came out to about, I would say, roughly 5 to 6 hours of just straight sanding. But nonetheless, we got it as smooth as we possibly can, and we're ready to start moving on to painting here. So as far as painting, obviously I got some paint right here, again, darker gray. I got some water over here on this end here. We're gonna thin it out. I'm just gonna use an old picture that we have here. I've already marked it over here on my end. Again, nothing scientifical here. I'm gonna do 2 cups of water to 3 cups of paint. I'm gonna see how that works with my gun. If it likes it, then we're gonna keep going that way. If not, then I'll adjust as necessary, either add more water, add more paint, we'll go from there. Again, I'm just kind of learning as I go as far as painting. I am by no means an expert in painting, but we're tackling this project one step at a time, so let's get to work. Woo! Popping bottles here. we're done painting, finally. No, actually, that wasn't actually too bad. So I actually painted everything outside. I had a couple of tables set up, and I put everything out. I did everything pretty much at once, and it actually went by pretty fast. So I did 3 coats all the way around on every single piece here. Now, I am pretty impressed by how it came out. It came out really smooth. The thinning of the paint, again, really smooth, really simple. It was 4 cups of paint to 2 cups of water, mixed it all up and good to go. It was a total of 3 imperfections that I found so far. Let's check them out. First, and again, they're little imperfections, nothing that isn't, fixable. So that guy right there. There's another one right here. So just a little light sanding and a little bit of paint work. Again, not too bad, not too big a deal. The one that I'm a little mad at myself about is this guy right here. This is completely my fault, could have definitely been avoided. But nonetheless, a little bit of sanding, and hopefully that's all it takes. Maybe I'll need another coat, not too big of a deal, we'll go from there. But up next is, we have to put the clear coat on it. I'd like to put on 3 coats of clear all in all, maybe 2, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll go from there, so let's get to work. Okay, so a few pieces of information that I think you should know. First off, as far as clear coat, everything got at least 2 coats of clear coat. Now, there's a few parts that I did do more coats on them just because I know they're gonna get heavier usage. So, for example, the top of the main cabinet, that one got a total of 4 coats. The shelves on the main cabinet, those also got 4 coats because I know there's going to be a lot of things on them. Everything else got 2 coats. Some of the other shelves did get 3 coats, but nonetheless, everything got at least 2 coats. Also, everything got at least 3 days worth of dry time before I started assembling it. Some got a little bit more just because I ran out of a clear coat, but at least 3 days worth of dry time. And lastly, the big cabinets that I said I was not going to take apart, I went ahead and took them apart. I figured out the mechanism. Once I figured it out, it was pretty easy. So good to go there, and let's continue. All right, everyone, welcome back. And just when we thought we were done, tragedy strikes. So, very unfortunate thing that happened, but you know what? It happens. We're gonna get through it. Let me kind of just explain what happened. That used to be on top of that. It literally fell about 3 feet high off the floor. And that thing is not light. That thing total weighs, I would say, roughly close to, if not 100 pounds. Now, yeah, it fell on its back. So thankfully it fell on its back, but it rolled over, causing the top to pretty much scuff up. Now, the brunt of the damage is right there. Bam. So we need to fix that. Now, not too big of a deal. We can definitely fix it. No issue there. So let's, honestly, a little disappointed, but like I said, let's get to work. We're going to sand the top. I'm pretty much going to cut off a corner over there on the top there and replace it with some real wood, sand it down, and refinish it. So let's get to work. Hey, everyone. So finally done. All right, so check it out. And of course I put a little display up there, just make it look a little bit nicer here. Now, it's not perfect. By any means is it not perfect. Is it good enough? Well above good enough. You know, this just takes a little bit of effort, not all that much money. In total, as to what was spent, it's probably about 50 bucks worth of paint and supplies. So not too big of a deal. And this is what you get, your overall result. Honestly, I was not a fan of the color at first. I don't really care for it. Seeing everything put together now, looks pretty good. I am now a fan. So overall, I think the family and friends who brought this to me are gonna love it. So, and actually, let me show you a little bit close up here. There was some damage up here. I repaired it. Pretty much cut the corner off here, replaced it with a real piece of wood. Can't even tell that it was ever damaged in the first place. So nonetheless, good to go. They're picking it up here in the next couple hours, so I'm gonna have to let you go to get this prepared for shipping pretty much. So with a little bit of initiative and determination, honestly, anybody could have really have done this. It's not all that hard. So get up, get out of the house and do something small, do something big, just do something positive. Without further ado, I just wanted to thank everyone for watching the entire video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to jot them down in the comments section below. I will get back to you. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. We shall see you next time.